Alright, so here we go. Let me turn this around here. I promised you heads up. I was getting a little low, a little concerned because I was getting low on chips, but here's heads up action. We're at about a not even a 2-1 disadvantage against 53. We got plenty of time to roll against him. He's an aggressive player. His opens tend to be a little bit more than min. And by min, of course, I mean the minimum of the double the blind. So I'll play cautious against him. I'll play snug. I'll bet my. Now, this is where I have top pair and he's betting into me, right? Like, I could raise right here and create a bigger pot, but there's no need to against him because he'll create it for me. So I just call. Now, I'm definitely gonna look him up. He could have me beat already. It's very possible. There's 3 clubs on board, but I can't exactly give up. There's still a wide range of hands I beat. Now let's see what he does on the turn. Yeah, I gotta call that. He's pricing me in. So if he has a straight or a flush, he's gonna take it down. He has a pair of 8s, so I win. The bet sizing is weird. It's kind of, I could. The problem in raising somebody like him is the fact that he's basically gonna bet any pair he has. Why, if I have the best pair, why scare him away? That's my thought process against him, right? So I'm gonna lay that down. And again, I want to kind of move quickly since I'm at a chip disadvantage. I don't want to waste too much time. He's at 408. I'm at 250. I mean, he raises here. Here's where I'll just play it snug. I don't want to create too big a pot just in case he's ready to call my all in. Not our best flop. We check. Let's see what he does here. Remember, he 3x'd it before the flop. He's going to follow it up. We could just let this go and look for a better... I mean, honestly, eventually we're going to get a better spot against him. So we don't need to, we don't need to chase him around with pocket 5s on a board of King Jack 3. It's just not necessary. Here we just call 9-8. We're connected. Got to see a flop. He's going to try to make it expensive for us to... There's our pair of 8s. We're just going to come out and bet min here. No reason to get crazy. If he wants to chase us, let him chase us. We got all day. We ain't going nowhere. We're trying to win here. But again, he's not the best opponent. I mean, he's going to get out of line eventually. We're just going to wait for that moment to come. So here we have queen high. He raises. I'm not even going to play this. I'm out of position. There's not much we can make with queen 7 unless we hit 2 pair. Or a queen, in which case it might not even be good. Again, hand I should be raising with, but if he does my bidding, I'm happy with that. Since we're way behind, we could just call here. If he wants to raise, which I'm thinking he might here, no, he's not. So we hit our top pair. We could actually even check here, since it is kings, and try to get him to catch up a little bit. Maybe hit the jack and he'll bet. So if he does that, it looks like he's shown capability of doing that. Notice I'm always switching gears. I'm not staying. I don't play the same way. Here we go. I got him to do a bid. My guess is he hit the jack. And since I have top pair, I'm probably good. And I'm not gonna raise him because there's no need to make the pot bigger than it has to be. I don't think he has an ace because he would have raised pre-flop. Now if I'm wrong, I could be wrong here, and he's checking. So we know that we probably have the best hand. Here you want to bet slightly. You want to get paid if he has a jack. So you want to bet somewhere in the neighborhood of 18,000. There's 40 in the pot. A little less than half will do it if you bet 18,000. So let's see what he does here. I think my king is way good, so I'm definitely going to value bet. And he folded. I mean, he probably didn't. He probably was just trying to take the play away from me, but I'm not going to let him do that because I'm not going to make the pot bigger than it has to be against an aggressive player. I just won't ever do it. 14K. Jack 8 suited. Yeah, we should take a look at it here. Remember, it is heads up, so the hand values increase. We hit nothing here, so we probably just move on. If he bets, yep. And we're gonna, we're at a chip's disadvantage, so we have to play tighter than him. He's gonna open up. I mean, his bet sizing. Sorry for the TV there. His bet sizing doesn't really make any sense. Now we could tickle here. We could go tickle. See what he does. We do have the king high. I mean, I have not seen him 3-bet much, and that's a really dry board. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stab it. 17. What's in there? 33. You don't even need to make it that expensive. You can make it 15, 5, somewhere in the neighborhood of half the pot. If he has a 10s, the only way he's going to play back at you. So, I mean, he might play back at you with a 5, but see, he's playing back at us. But again, it could be nothing. It's not our flop. We just let it go. We got 200,000 in chips. We're not too we'll take stabs here and there, but we're not too worried about, we're not gonna put ourselves in a dangerous spot, But at the same token, we're not gonna let him roll over us either. We're gonna stay even keel. Yeah, I mean, I'm noticing he's 3xing me a lot. His chip advantage getting a little bigger, but we'll be fine. We got to just get through the shitty hands, and, here we'll just limp. We don't have much. If he wants to go crazy out of position, we'll just, okay, here we got bottom pair. You know what? We'll play it tricky here. We'll check it. If he checks again, we got to call because we have a pair. He could just be trying to bluff me, Okay, we'll look him up. He's got an 8 with a jack, all right. I mean, it's a very thin call at best. We do have a 9 kicker, so it's probably not the best call. But, I don't mind looking him up there. So we're getting a little low here. No, we're still okay. We're at 160. We just got to get a good spot. Here we'll just limp in. We got plenty of chips. Nothing to go crazy over. Eventually, if he's going to start running over us like he's trying to now, we're just going to play back at him. And the next time he plays back at us, we'll have a hand. And now blinds are 10,000. So we have about 14 big blinds left. Nothing to go crazy over. Plenty of chips. One double up and we're right back in this thing. I assume he's just going to try to go after me here, which is fine. Let him do his thing. We're going to pick up a hand and ship it on him. Queen 3, we probably just let that go. Because now, he's not scared of losing 130,000 per se. This is a decent hand. Again, he's also doesn't want to make the mistake of playing too aggressive against me, because if he does, I might make him pay for it. Here we'll just call and hope he just checks it down. I doubt he will, though. Okay. All right, so now you understand the type of game he's playing against me. He wants me all in at any cost. Now, we just have to wait for a decent hand. And, we're getting a little low here, so we're not getting many hands. We're going to, since we're getting a little low, we're going to have to try to ship it on him at some point here. Queen 6. Yeah, it looks like he's shipping every hand, so you don't want to limp and just let him. We still have 100K. We're still in a decent spot. It's just, we're not really getting any hands now. He's just probably just going to ship it every time. Yeah, he gave us a walk there. Okay. Poker's really all about momentum, right? You want to, this king high heads up. I hate pushing with hands like this, but sometimes I like the limp, see if he gives us a walk. Doesn't look like he's going to. All right. So I think the limping game with this guy's over. We're going to have to push. I probably should have just pushed there, because I'm giving him, every time I fold, I give him a better price to call. So we're going to ship soon. It's just a matter of getting something decent to go with here. 9-7 of diamonds isn't fantastic, but we could try it. We have 9 big blinds. He's got all the chips on the table. All right, he folds. Yeah, again, you don't want to get too low, because eventually he's going to start calling you with anything. He's got an overwhelming chip lead on me now. But we need, okay, now, so we're going to call here because we have a pair, and again, he could have ace low, but we have a pair. So we got at some point we're gonna have to flip with them. I don't mind going all in with this hand. So hopefully the sixes hold up. Here we go. He's got ace four. We got him right where we want him. No ace and we're money. And there's our set. So we got a banger. We caught a banger on the turn and we're right back in it. See, all it takes is really one pot. I called ace low. I was hoping he had the ace four, and that's what he ended up having. So we got lucky. We hit a set. So now we can play a little bit more loose. Not too much more loose, but, we're in a way better spot now. Now we ace nine. Ugh. He's steaming here. Like this. It's a tough spot. I want to push here because I feel like he's bluffing me, but we could actually peel here because I don't think he's folding. Ace nine's tricky. I'm just gonna call it because if he has king queen, he's gonna call the all in, or any version of a king, he's gonna call. So I don't mind. Obviously, I'm not gonna fold ace nine heads up, but if he has some version of a king or a queen, he's never gonna fold there. He was pissed that he lost the last hand, so he's gonna go after me with king jack for sure. This spot is tough. He might go all in. No, he didn't. Okay. Yeah, we would have had somewhat of a decision there because his range is obviously way open. We're gonna stab here. Try to get him off kilter. If he re-raises me, cool. We'll play another hand for that's fine. So you want to push back a little bit. You want to put a little bit of pressure on him so that it's not him running you over the whole time. I mean, ducks. Problem with ducks in this spot is very expensive to call at this point, and we're usually never gonna hit a set. And a lot of people would call there, I know, but I don't love chasing sets against guys who have tons of chips. Here we're definitely shipping because we have the big slicker. 17 big blinds. Hopefully he has an ace here and he calls us. He probably won't. Oh, it doesn't have an ace. No bullshit. Keep it. Oh, no heart either. There we go. All right, so we survived that. So now we actually have a slight chip lead, believe it or not. Alright, well, king 4, he could be steaming, so let's take a look. Okay, we didn't hit that, no problem. Again, king high, got to defend. I'm just under the assumption that he's definitely steaming right now because, look, he's pushing shitty hands against me. Now we're about even. I don't want to fuck up, though. I don't want to go too crazy here, right? I have 30 big blinds. I don't want to give him the impression, like, let him do this shit. Eventually we're going to pick up a good hand, and he's going to be crippled. And that'll be the end of him, right? So, okay, so he raises again. Yeah, you don't want to, there's no reason to go, to call him with marginal hands. We know what kind of player he is. I'll even fold this. I mean, it's a shitty fucking hand, The only time... 7 jack. Okay, we're folding this too because, out of position, it's just a really shitty hand. Fold that too. Got to get through the slew of crap here. It looks like it's never ending. He's going to put the pressure on every hand, which is fine. Let him put the pressure. We're gonna push back on him. We have the queen 8. I have not seen him 3-bet. He might do it here. He might lay down too, though. Okay, so he laid down. Gotta walk. It's all about patience, bro. You can't get too down on yourself in this game. You gotta always worry about the next hand. So 10 jack. We're gonna check. We don't want to push here. It's jack high, but we're definitely going to look him up. Let's see what he does. Oof. He's just continuously firing out 30. I feel like if we re-raised, we would win here, but... with a flush draw, I would, too, but... And, yeah, that's a tough spot. Ordinarily, I'd like to I mean, he's raising every fucking hand here. He's trying to run us over, but we basically just have to keep it moving a little bit here. You know, I would prefer to see a couple aces, but that's tough. I mean, we'll just wait basically because if I get a good hand, queen four is not gonna cut it. But if I get a good hand, notice I am bleeding chips a little bit here. I did have 300,000, but delete that. Okay. 6-10 of diamonds. I mean, I want to limp, like he's making it difficult for us though. Oh, he finally checked one down. All right, we're definitely gonna bet because he would have He would have showed strength with an ace or a king. So we're just going to take that down there. All right, let's see. He'll bet. Now I have king high. I probably have the best hand. But if I'm wrong, I raise to 230 and he calls and I lose with king 5, I'd feel like a shithead. I hate pushing with king 5 offsuit. It's just not a good hand. 10-2 sucks as well. We're just not really getting any good hands, which sucks, but it looks like, all right, anytime, we got to walk there, so that's good. Fucking, I got all types of shit in the background. Next time I'll do a better job. All right, here we definitely just want to try to take a stab here. You don't want to go too crazy. Again, like you don't. Here maybe we make it 25. I don't want to go broke per se. If he re-raises me, I'll probably just lay it down. But no reason to go all in with the ace 4. I mean, you want to go all in with more primo stuff than ace 4, even though it's heads up. All right. So let's see, queen 3. I mean, we're just getting really shitty hands. I'm not gonna play queen 3 against him. He raises me every hand, You gotta get something at least slightly better. Okay, 30k again, 7-6. One of these times I'm gonna snap this fucker off. I'm gonna try it with 7-6. Nah, it didn't work. Okay. Yeah, I gotta try to not. So that's interesting. He checked, right?